Yo, what's up, Green Blood fans? This is Raphael from C Manga, and welcome to part 5, I think it is, of the 6th chapter review. And this is chapter 48. It's called Trust, and trust me, it's a brilliant chapter. You can trust the manga because it really had that final, conclusion, epilogue kind of thing, or not epilogue. Epilogue is the full chapter 49. It had the final battle feeling all over it. It had the emotion, the fighting, the whole cheesy lines you might also say, and the the finishing moves and stuff like that. Whatever you want, it was in this chapter, and it was really good. Um, so basically it was kind of like a tag team between the two Burns brothers, and what was it? Brad basically relied on Luke to be the one to do the finishing shot. He says, I don't want you to ever thought of me as like this great older brother. It's like you're the better marksman, so it's like you got one chance at this while I'll basically be the decoy. And that's pretty much what he does. He goes in and charges at King. They have a bit of a scuffle, like shootout, knife fights and sorts, and then it's like what was weird was I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but Brad stabs towards King, and it's like he raises the palm of his hand and takes the knife straight in there, and I was like, did he do that to grab him? Because even Brad was shot, and I think he did, because the next thing is like he's shot him straight through the torso, and basically said your decoy plan was pointless. It's like, if just protect your brother and think you can use a plan that will kill me. So Luke snipes now, and that shocks King, because it's like it's like he wasn't expecting it, even though he just said that, and it's taken out his eye, but it was too shallow, and basically they're screaming at each other. It was funny. It was like you just see the guy go brats or something, and then you hear Luke scream King back at him, and right between they're about to do something, we see like a massive explosion from the ship, and it's starting to start firing, and Luke has lost sight of King screaming out his name also, but King's appeared behind him, and he's done like a hammer fist and knocked him down and beat him down, and said, "Oh, why is it so dark in here all of a sudden?" And he's like, "Does it hurt, kid? Does it hurt?" And he just keeps beating him up, and he basically says, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you and your brother both. It's like all this was hopeless. I'm gonna make sure you're both dead." And we see a bit of cheesy lines from Luke. He says, "Oh, Brad made me be many things, like he's lazy, he's a drunk, he's not good with money, he doesn't do much anything else. But if there's one thing he does do, it's like he keeps his promise." And then which is what he always does, which is true. And he comes in from behind and basically comes in with his gunblade knife, and yeah, the chapter ends there. But you know what happened? He didn't get away from that one, and chat was brilliant, man. Telling you, it was just like really what I was expecting. I was wondering how this fight would end up, like them against King, and it kind of fulfilled what I wanted. It was a bit faster, but knowing Green Blood and its flow, it's always been fast with most fights. I've only really seen fights go up to 2, maybe 3 at the most. So I can't really be disappointed with this. This was really well done, and if you think about the fight, was kind of last chapter as well, and the chapter before that. But yeah, it was good. It was kind of a basic plan. Like one is a decoy and one shoots, and then the other one comes in again. It was like a double decoy. But either way, it was really well done, and I enjoyed it. And this has been a brilliant series. King is met his end finally. And yeah, all that was left was the epilogue in the next chapter, which I really enjoyed. It was kind of like a sweet ending, as you would say, or bittersweet. And yeah, main thing, I was shocked. I thought, I was pleased that they both survived, and I actually thought either one of them was gonna die. At one point, I was like, "Oh my god, Lee's gonna die." Then I'm like, "Oh, Brad's gonna die," but they both survived, and yeah, as I said, brilliant. And that's it for this chapter, and on to the epilogue. So that's enough of me rambling. The usual. Likes, comments are appreciated as usual, and subscribe if you've just joined us. And I'll see you in the final part of this 6th chapter review.